Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Big Porky here with yet another video number 2 today. We're going to try something a little bit different in a minute. We're going to do a video about Andre, son of God, Ward. Oh God. Just mentioning Andre, son of God, Ward, it reminded me of that time that I stopped up late to watch Andre, son of God, Ward against Alan Green. God, I was dropping off again then. I think Andre Ward has that effect on people, doesn't he really, with his boring style that the Americans know, and the media, they all know it's boring, but they're going to praise it, aren't they, because he's the last gold medalist, isn't he? The last of the Mohicans. That's why he had a Mohican haircut in it for the Kovalev fight, because somebody told him he was last of the Mohicans. But let's have a look through Andre Ward's career, shall we? Let's have a little look. Now, I'm not bothered about his amateur career. We know he won a gold medal, don't we? I think he let's go into Google. When he keeps talking about coming back and that, TV are not interested in him. Andre Ward's whoring his rear end around boxing in America to TV companies. He'd love to get on DAZN, and apparently Eddie Hearn don't want him on DAZN. That's the word. He puts people to sleep. Right, let's have a look. Amateur career. Gold medalist. Olympics. Year before, American light heavyweight amateur champ. Year before that, under 19 national champion, and the middleweight champion 01. Not been beat since he was 12. Very impressive, but I'm not as impressed as what people are losing the mind about. People start to lose their mind when they think of Andre Ward. They think they have this thing in their head that he's some sort of magician, and I'm here to tell you today that it's a myth. Andre Ward is a myth. It's getting a bit cold in here, mate. It's getting a bit cold in here today. Yeah, it's a myth. I know he's a good fighter, and I know that people are going to give a loads of stick for this video, but I just think it's a myth. You know, yeah, he's a good fighter, you know, he's in that elite bracket, but people are talking about him like, you know, he's better than Sugar Ray Robinson and things like that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. People might not agree with me. If you don't agree with me, it's not going to affect me, is it? If you don't agree with me, it's just my opinion. People can say, oh, you're only saying that, Porky, you're a hater, you're a hater, you're only saying that because you're Carl Froch's pedigree chum. Right. Andre Ward. He was a pro for 5 years. 5-year pro. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5-year pro, 20-0. Then he fought Mikhail Kessler. Right, Mikhail Kessler. Technical decision. We all know what happened there, don't we? He held Mikhail Kessler 96 times. 96 times in 11 rounds. 11 into 96, what's that about? 8 times a round. He held Carl Froch 97 times over 12 rounds. That's 8.1 holds around holding. Now Kessler's team put an appeal in on this. He had butts there, butts there. They allowed him to get away with murder. That fight was in America, in his hometown Oakland. Second fight, Alan Green, same again against Alan Green, old in all time, but he beat Green a bit easier than he did Kessler. Sakio Beaker, same again there, same again. 12 rounds. Arthur Abraham, another 12 rounds. These are all world champion fighters. Kessler, Green didn't win a world title, but Kessler, Beaker, Abraham, that's 4 world champions. Kessler were a world champion, Green wasn't, Beaker was, or he went on to be. Abraham was a champion. But Abraham went on to be a champion at 168. Then so you got 1, 2, 3 world champions. Carl Froch, 4th world champion. Shocking refereeing. Another fight in America. Shocking refereeing. Shocking. Holding all night long. Running clock down. Hanging on for his life. Last 4 rounds. If you don't believe me, go and watch the tape. Boxing is the art of the sweet science. Ward got away with murder due to referee. Got away with murder. Got away with murder. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Steve Smoger should be ashamed of himself. If you want to know anything about Steve Smoger, Google Steve Smoger. Steve Smoger, I said Moger. Steve S-M-O-G-E-R, The Curious Case of Steve Smoger, and you'll find out about what Steve Smoger is. He's a proper nationalist American. Nobody's going to get a decision against an American against him, or even get a rub at Green. Andre Ward wasn't even warned in that fight. He were wrestling, holding, running clock down. People were booing the fight, booing it. That's why Froch chased him down. Carl will go to his grave knowing he didn't fight his fight for the first 7 or 8 rounds, did he? You know, he get the first 7 rounds away. Now, after Carl Froch's debacle, because that's what it were, a debacle, he had another fight in America in his own back garden, Oakland. So what we've got here, and he dragged Chad Dawson down to 168. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights from the Super 6 to the Dawson fight. One of them were out of the Super 6. So 6 fights, 5 world champions. Fair enough. Froch and Kessler had belts at the time, the others didn't. Dawson, he stopped at Chad Dawson, weight drained to death, way past his best. Jean Pascal beat Chad Dawson first. Now what a lot of people don't know about that is Carl Froch beat Jean Pascal first. Right. Well, let's back up a little bit, because the fight that he was supposed to fight after Carl Froch was Lucien Boutte. Lucien Boutte. Ward's exact words were, I'm going to fight a top southpaw at 168 pound after the Super 6. That was during the Super 6. They all talked with Boutte. He didn't want to go near Boutte, did he? He then said, oh yeah, I didn't mean Boutte, but I will fight Boutte, but he's got to fight Carl Froch first. That wasn't the agreement. The agreement where you fight Boutte, the winner fights Boutte. So he let Carl Froch do the heavy lifting, but like I said, he did fight a top southpaw in Chad Dawson, but Andre Ward dragged him down to 168 pounds. Dragged him down to 168 pounds. Unbelievable. But at this stage of the game, he's got 5 wins over world champions. What does he go and do then? He waits 14 and a half months and he fights Carl Froch's former sparring partner, who Carl Froch used to flog at the EIS at Sheffield, used to flog him, Edwin Rodriguez, in a stinker. He then fights a journeyman in Paul Smith. 19.5 months later, Paul Journeyman Smith from England. He shouldn't have even been in the same country as Andre Ward, let alone same ring. Then fights a guy like Rodriguez, undefeated, so they can sell it as an undefeated guy. And these are 2 more fights, Paul Smith and Barrera in Oakland. Then fights Alexander Brand in Oakland. These are 2 more 12-round fights because he can't punch. The only stoppages he's got are journeyman Paul Smith and Chad Dawson weight drain. These are all cherry picks. Then the first Kovalev fight, I thought he got beat by a round. A lot of people had him losing. The second fight, he cheated in that fight. He cheated in that fight, the second fight, but he managed to get his deal done with Jay-Z, didn't he? And he got his money. So, good luck to him, he got his money, but that career is one big cherry pick of manipulation. They manipulated the Super 6. Nick, I'm filming, let me just ring you back. 5 minutes. It was one big manipulation, his career, Andre Ward's. In the Super 6, Andre Ward was allowed to have every single fight at home. And in the Super 6, let me tell you this. In the Super 6, Andre Ward had all his fights in America, and he had Carl Froch in Atlantic City, Abraham in Los Angeles, 1, 2. He had 3 fights in his hometown and 2 fights in America in another state. So he had them all in his own country. He never fought the winner, Lucien Boutte, but more than anything, which upset a lot of hardcore fans, is he never fought Andre Dirrell. They started moving goalposts when they started talking about money. Ask Andre Dirrell. Only Andre Ward knows why he didn't fight Andre Dirrell, the Matrix, the fastest super middleweight in the world. So somebody's just going on about the judging there with Eubank and referee. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, he's got 7 wins over world champions, same as Marvin Hagler, same as Ray Leonard, 7. Carl Froch has got 10. Plus he fought Dirrell, Ward didn't. So Froch, for my opinion, same as what Terry Chappendama were saying last night. Froch is best British super middleweight, and he's better than Calzaghe, and he's got the most wins. Is Froch the best super middleweight of all time? Yeah, I'd say yeah, because of the wins. He's beat 10 world champions plus Andre Dirrell. Calzaghe beat 8, and I keep going on about this, but this is for all you mongs and gimps, you know, who keep sending me stupid emails and leaving stupid comments. Look at the paperwork. 10 world champions beat. Andre Dirrell beat. Andre Ward as a super middleweight. 5 world champions beat. Swerve Dirrell, Swerve Boutte. Had every fight at home in Super 6. Robin Reed beat 4 world champions. Richie Woodall 4. Ben beat 7 altogether in 2 weight classes. So, what did Ben beat? 5 at super middleweight, 2 at middle. As far as I'm concerned, Andre Ward wanted everything stacked in his favour. Fighting at home, his judge, he's picking ref, they want to pick the judges. They want it all their own way, walking out second, they want the full bag of mashing. Didn't want to fight Boutte, didn't want to fight Andre Dirrell, didn't want to come to England to fight Carl Froch in a rematch. Period. Period. Didn't want to come to England to fight Carl Froch in a rematch. Go tweet Carl Froch, he'll tell you. He knows what went on. Go tweet Eddie and he'll tell you what was said. I know what was said. I've been told. Ward didn't want to come to fight Carl Froch at Nottingham. big super middleweight Ward. He wanted to pick his weight and he wanted to pick his venue. That's what you're up against. His style's boring, TV aren't interested in. Do you know what? I'm talking about Andre Ward. God, I was nodding off then, just thinking about an Andre Ward fight. It's like you're going to rush home to watch an Andre Ward fight, isn't it? Not. Peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. It's a great sport. And keep buying them Andre Ward box sets. All you casual gimps. Because that's what you are. Gimps. Right, I just want to point out, this is a little bit that I forgot to say. Right, before I go for a game of snooker, bed my new tipping. It's got to be like a dome at the top. Right, what I want to point out is Andre Ward. So this is going to be added into the Andre Ward video, not as a part 2. Andre Ward, right. After the Super 6, we know he never fought Butte. I know I don't want to keep harping on about it, but people want me to prove to them. But people want me to show that Andre Ward isn't as good as what people are making out. And I'm telling you, Ian, the guy's a cheat. He holds, he wants all the decks stacked in his favour. Now, Chad Dawson wanted to fight him at 175, right? Andre Ward, that was his last fight at 168. He made Chad Dawson come down to 168. Chad Dawson had never fought at that weight in 7 years. 7 years. So let's say the boot's on the other foot, right? Let's say the boot's on the other foot. Andre Ward last fought at super middleweight 7 years ago. So let's say Andre Ward comes back this summer. Right, this summer he comes back at 168 pounds, Andre Ward. And let's say Callum Smith says to him, Andre, I'll fight you, but you've got to come down to 168 pounds. I know you've not made it for 7 years, but you did that to, you beat my brother Paul Smith and he's a journeyman and I want revenge. But you did it to Chad Dawson, you made him come down to a weight he'd not fought at for 7 years. You beat a guy in Chad Dawson at 168 who John Pascal schooled at 175 and Frotch beat Pascal. So you need to get over yourself, Andre Ward, coming out with your stupidness. You didn't want to come to Nottingham and fight the Sheriff, did you, of Nottingham, Carl Frotch? You didn't want to fight the Cobra in Nottingham. You want the deck stacked in your favour all the time. You're unbelievable, Ward. You're unbelievable. Swerved Durrell into Super 6. Swerved him. Because you didn't want to fight in Detroit. You wanted it in Oakland. You want it all your own way. Do you know what I mean? You didn't want to fight Butte afterwards, which the whole world were waiting for. Do you know what I mean? Because Butte were going to be ring belt champion. And they slipped that belt in for the tournament, even though he'd had all them defences. You're a fraud, Andre Ward. You want everything stacked in your favour. Do you know what I mean? It's utter bullshit. That's what it is, Andre Ward. You want the ring size. That was bullshit. You want to have your say with judges. Referees you want your say with. Venues. You know what I mean? You want everything in your favour, don't you? Every single thing. You want it all in your favour. You don't sell a ticket. 8,444. 8,444 against Mikhail Kazla. Opening night at Super 6. should be embarrassed. Alan Green, 9,000 tickets. What? What? Try 80,000, Ward. Try 80,000. No, nobody's saying you can't box. You've got an effective style like Tyson Fury, but come on. I'd draw curtains if you were fighting outside, Ward. Do you know what I mean? The actual mention of your name makes me fall asleep. TV companies are not interested, but this is a message to you, Andre Ward, because I know that you'll be watching this. So when it gets to summer, I want you to fight Callum Smith for your old ring belt. Fight Callum Smith at £168. You've not made that weight for 7 years, so come down from about £200, go down to, but you're probably about 210, Ward. Knock £40 off, £42, what's that, 3 stone? Knock that £42 off of fat, knock that off, get to 168, see how you feel, and fight Callum Smith. That's what you need to do. You want the cards all stacked in your favour, Andre Ward. Judges, venues. Do you know what I mean? Referees you're crying about. You know, it's got to be a certain ref. And we all know what happened in rules meeting, don't we, before you fought Carl Froch. And we know what happened in the rules meeting before you fought Alan Green. You want it all your own way. You never wanted to fight out of your country, did you, in Super 6? Why is that? Because Floyd Mayweather did fight outside his country. Do me a favour. America isn't where it's at. World champions travel the world. World champions travel the world. So, take that on board, Andre Ward. Take it on board. If you would have fought Carl Froch in England, you would have had about 3 points took off you, and that would have changed your outlook. Because we don't let, European refs don't let guys like you fight like that in England. Because you're a cheat. You are a cheat, Andre Ward. A cheat. Statistics prove it. 97 times you held Carl Froch in 12 rounds. 8.1 times per round. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's not boxing. It's called wrestling. Wrestling. Not boxing, wrestling. Alright? It is utter... Keep on trucking.